Good Friday morning. We are at Mike Roess Goldhead Branch State Park. We are east of Gainesville and west of St. Augustine. This is a fantastic, let me repeat, fantastic campsite. Look at this. I'm on my Canon 80D right now, and the video is a little bit unstable, and I don't have my tripod. So forgive me. I'll pull my GoPro out in a little while, and it should be a little better. But look at this campsite. It's amazing. We're in campsite, it's either 70 or 71. We're on the lake side, obviously, and this is just amazing. We pulled in last night. We had some rain yesterday, but that's all gone now. And this morning, really early, I got up to go to the restroom, and I could see the light. The sun was starting to come up a little bit, and the birds were out, and birds were making all kinds of noises. It was beautiful. I believe the sun's going to come up right over there. The sky that I'm looking at looks a little orangey, but when I look in the video lens, it doesn't look like it's picking it up. This is beautiful. Oatmeal is done. Only takes a second. Looks delicious. These are our oatmeal toppings. This is day 2. Our campsite is just right there, and there's a little trail right off of our campsite, and we followed it down to the lake, and I believe there is a path that goes all the way around the lake. We're going to check that out. Dogs are definitely ready to go. Look at Lucy. Oh my gosh. You can see our camper up there, or the one on the far right.
I think this large machine gun fire. Camp Blanding, a National Guard base, is not too far from here. Could be coming from that guard base.
So what is that noise? It sounds like a
big heavy machine gun.
It does, doesn't it?
Like a Gatling gun.
A what?
Gatling gun.
What is that?
Big machine gun.
We walked around the lake. We kind of lost track of a trail. You can see where we just came from. But it's very pretty back here. We're going to see if we can at least make our way around the lake.
I want to turn around and go back and try to walk around that way.
Oh, okay.
There's nobody around.
All right. But look at this beach area over here. So this is part of this state park. It's gorgeous. So that's the swimming area.
Let's go this way. We're going to go back.
Right up here is a cabin. I'm not sure if that's a cabin for rent or a ranger station, but this park does have a lot of cabins that look very similar to that are for rent. A lot of wide open space out here. You see people walking around the lake, but very few, and there's a lot of space. This place is great for someone's mental health. It's gorgeous here. It's Saturday, or excuse me, it's Friday afternoon, and we decided to take a little drive around the park. This is a huge park. I think it's 3 miles of an entrance road just to get back to where our campsite is from the ranger station. But like I said a few minutes ago, it's just a ton of open space in this park. So this says Ridge Trail, Loblolly Trail. And then there's a sign here that says Mill Site. The original structures, consisting of a sawmill, cotton gin, and grist mill, were constructed around 1900. Though they no longer remain, this is a documented historical site. Maybe we can hike that trail tomorrow. This is the trailhead for the Ravine Trail. I think those are the stairs that go down it. We're going to do this one tomorrow too, right?
Yep.
We have big plans for tomorrow. Don't do today what you can put off until tomorrow. So this is the ravine overlook. Wow, that is deep. Look at that tree growing up through there like that. You know, I remember seeing in other people's videos that when you get down there to that little creek, that water's like super clear.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a fun hike to get down there tomorrow.
Yep.
This is some of the cabins that you can rent. I have a lake view. Cute little cabin. That's a really nice one there. They're all nice. Look at how much open space is beside them. Quite a few cabins. See the lake? I'm gonna have to look up the acreage of this state park. It is enormous. It's pretty similar to the Ocala National Forest in some areas, isn't it? But it's a state park. This is the picnic area. CCC built this one too, baby.
Yep.
And look, there's a little pavilion right there that overlooks the water. How nice is that, right? Very nice. To come for a day and have a picnic. We have restrooms.
Nice picnic area.
Very nice picnic area. It says recreation building. We've got the picnic area over here. swings and playground and
Is that a beach area?
more picnic pavilions. Oh, here's the beach area that we saw earlier.
Yeah, people swimming in there.
People are swimming. It's a pretty day. Of course, I'm wrapped up in a coat, but and I would show myself on camera, but I actually forgot my hairbrush this trip.
Picture of that
Yes. Forgot my hairbrush this trip, and so today is a day where I go without brushing my hair. I do have a comb, but it's not the same. More picnic tables. If you feel like getting away from it all, this is a great park to come to. You keeping Lily warm wrapped up in the blanket?
There she's, no. Are you warm, baby? Yeah.
Up here you can see the camp restroom. It's almost 2 o'clock on Saturday, and we made it to the ravine. So I think this is a stairway. Not exactly sure. It says Ravine Trail. I've heard that these stairs are pretty intense.
No, don't think so.
Okay. You be careful going down these stairs.
Oh. Go on.
Yep, a little bit of trouble.
Go on. Let's go.
Lily's scared. There's a lot of stairs. Okay.
A little longer trip, you think?
So it says Fern Loop, .02, and the Ridge Trail. I believe the Ridge Trail will take you to the Florida Trail.
Let's go.
That is pretty. Very clear. I guess that creek runs along. I wonder if we're going to follow this creek.
Well, this is a one-way. You go there and you come back the same way.
Well, the dogs can use some exercise, and so can we. We've been pretty sedentary this trip. Okay, so our boardwalk ends. Boy, Lucy's ready to go. Lucy gets cold very easily and she shivers. I get cold easily, but Lucy's is worse than me, so I try to keep the little girl warm. That's why you see that little shirt on her. Fred and I were going to attempt the Appalachian Trail again this October. This will be what, our fourth attempt?
Third.
Our third attempt. It'll be our fourth attempt. We do sections of it. We try about 40 miles at a time. About 8 miles a day is all we can muster on that trail. But the reason why I thought about it is because there's quite a bit of elevation gain on this little piece that we're on. Whenever we hike the Appalachian Trail, I train for about 4 months ahead of time. And it's March. We're walking in October to the trail. And I can tell that I am really out of shape. I'm gonna have to get on that Stairmaster. This is a nice little trail. You know, in Florida, you always see these growths on the tree, these little white growths or light green growths. They are lichens. It says the light scaly patches on this tree are lichens. They are dual plants, a fungus and an algae that live together for mutual benefit. Kind of interesting. You see it all the time, but in Florida, I'm not sure about other states, but I know certainly around where we live and up in northern Florida.
Take a walk around it.
So we're gonna walk a little bit down the Florida Trail. It's the Orange Blazes,
Yep, let's go.
which
Come
Fred and I have been down the Florida Trail a few times,
on, come on, Lucy.
but we've never hiked this section of it. All right, Orange Blazes, we are on the Florida Trail.
Oh, where's it go that way? Are we going south this way, and that's back north, or vice versa?
I'm not sure. It would be great to be able to walk the Florida Trail from end to end. One thing that's pretty cool about hiking back through here is there is no one around you. No one. You are isolated out here.
Little pine trees, kind of wavy little hills. It's very pretty.
How about a little kiss?
All right, let's move out. Go, Lily.
So we're finished with our little diversion down the Florida Trail, but when we come back, you can see this post and it's got the Orange Blazes going both ways. So the Florida Trail extends on down this way. Oh yeah, and more Orange Blazes. But we are actually walking from the ravine to that old mill site. There's a trail that connects the two, but I don't believe it's a loop. I think you have to walk back the way that we came. So the section between the ravine and the old mill site is a section of the Florida Trail. Very cool. I remember years ago, a few years ago, Fred and I wanted to hike on that Florida Trail and, you know, stay a couple nights on the Florida Trail and then hike back out. And we had trouble, or it was a little bit of a logistics issue, finding a place where we could park, access the Florida Trail, and you know, make sure that our car was secure. So what we found was a site at Alexander Springs, and I think we did that maybe 3 times, where we would go to Alexander Springs. They would allow you to park your car there in a secure location, and then we hiked both north and south from that point on the Florida Trail. But this is another great spot to access the trail. You could easily park your car in this campsite. These you know, there's a forest ranger station here, and if you told them what you were going to do, I'm sure they would allow you to park your car here. You might not even have to rent a campsite. But this is a great access point if you want to hike sections of the Florida Trail. A little bit of a concern, I'm starting to feel a light drizzle of rain. So we may be breaking out the ponchos that Fred had the good foresight to bring with him in his backpack. There's no rain in the forecast today.
Loblolly Loop.
So we just came from this way. This Loblolly Loop trail, that's the trail we were going to walk until we decided to walk from the ravine to the sawmill. But you can see that the Florida Trail continues to go on this way, as you can see by the orange blazes on the tree. But we are going to go this way towards the sawmill site.
Don't drink it dry, Lily.
Isn't that precious? Look how clear that water is. I bet that water tastes good.
Yep. Now, Lucy. Lucy, there you go. Good. Where's Sandy? Drink where's Sandy. Let's drink where's Sandy. Yeah, Lily.
Look at Lily.
Lucy, did you get enough? I think Lily did. Okay, girls. Yes, they did. This way, this way.
We went behind this little gate to get down there, but it wasn't too bad. Wonder what goes this way. Come on, Lucy.
What's the green trail?
The green trail? Could that be part of Loblolly? Was there a green? Oh, I see. It's blue. Blue marks on the tree.
There's green right there.
Oh. Is there a map? Okay, so a little bit of confusion here with the trails not being marked very well. Looked like there were 2 ways to go. Not sure if we're going the right way, but it's only supposed to be a mile to the road, basically.
Right there.
Oh, good. All right. It's a little bit of a climb coming out of here. Oh yeah, here's the parking lot. So I bet this area down here where we just were, Fred, I bet that's the old sawmill. It says that this is an historic site. Right here's the parking lot. You can see it through the trees. So that was a fun, I think it's just slightly over a mile. Now we have to turn around and go back, which I won't video anymore of this hike from this point unless we see something really interesting. So this is what we did. We did the Ridge Trail. So we started here and went around. This is where we went on the Florida Trail for a little ways. We went to about there, came back, went all the way down through here, up here to the mill site parking area. And then we turned back around and went back that same way. And Now we are at the ravine parking lot. So about 2.5 miles. But like I said, quite a bit of elevation change. A lot of stairs coming in and out of this ravine. But a great trail. Very nice stream. A lot of fun. Dogs loved it. And we definitely needed the exercise. It's Saturday night. This is our last night here. Sweetheart, what did you think about this camp site, and would you recommend it?
Oh yes, I would like to come back again. I thought it was a great campsite. It's large as far as acres, and a nice little hiking trail, and very clean campsites. Restroom was clean, bathhouse was clean. The only thing I can see that needs improvement would be the addition of another garbage dumpster somewhere in each campsite.
Because there's 3 campsites around here, but only one dumpster.
Only one dumpster.
We are home right now, and I am cleaning out the rover, and we've washed all of our bed linens, and I'm putting this back together. Man, that is quite a chore, but I wanted to take a minute to talk about these flannel sheets. They are fantastic. I ordered them on Amazon. I've washed them maybe 5 times now. They are very thick, extremely good quality, and when you're out camping, and a good set of warm sheets makes a lot of difference. So I highly recommend these flannel sheets for your camper. Here's the camper made up as it always sits inside of our garage. It's quite comfortable, but this is about as clean as it gets. We've got a little bit of Fred there, and a little bit of Fred hanging up there on the wall. But we're quite comfortable in here when we camp, and we always clean it out as soon as we get home and get it ready for the next trip. It kind of screams, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.